My name is Calvin Yee Fen Lee, and I'm from Puri, Odisha. Puri also happens to be the place where Jagannath Temple is located. Everybody knows that. And right now, I'm doing my MBBS in China, Jiangsu University. And if everything goes according to plan, I'll graduate next year. And I sat for the June 2021 session of FMGE, and I got 252 out of 300.
Oh, that is great, great. I mean, it would be, I would say, a very special, exemplary feeling, especially when you are, clearing the exam before the internship of yours is over.
Yes, it was not easy, but I had excellent support and resources, which made it possible.
Great, great. So, Doc, let's come to your preparation part. I mean, would you like to offer some insights to the future aspirants regarding what was your strategy? Because there are 19 subjects, and that will obviously, add up to the stress. So, how did you go about handling all this?
So, Doctor, I think the first thing is to figure out how the exam is designed, because you need to have a proper strategy in place. You have to focus on the subject that weigh the most. For example, internal medicine, surgery, pharmacology, pathology, all these things. And also never take shortcuts. People think PrepLadder has rapid review videos, but when you actually go to those videos, you'll see that the professors at the beginning of the videos, they always recommend students to go through the normal videos first before watching rapid review. Because if you don't have your foundation strong and you take shortcut, at the end of 6 hours, 12 hours rapid review series, you will have gained nothing.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. So have a proper strategy, understand what exam wants you to know. There are certain concepts which is imperative that all physicians should have a good grasp on. Focus on that, and you will be able to answer most questions in the exam.
Okay, so what was your, I would say, best feature of the PrepLadder app that you found was like helping you the most in your preparation?
PrepLadder, the best feature that I found, championships, one thing, and the second was treasures. Treasures are just like flashcards for rapid review, and also treasures contain the most important core information that you need to keep in mind. So that really helped me to revise everything a few days before exam.
That's great. So, Doc, especially with respect to last 1 month, there are so many sources of preparation available at the moment, the live classes, the recorded classes. So one tends to get distracted a lot. So how did you keep the focus on?
So I believe that we need to only follow one resource. At the beginning, you decide what resource you want to follow and just go through it. Because, if you mix resources, like some people, they study from PrepLadder, Marrow, and DAMS, all these things, they mix it up. They get confused because different teachers, they teach in a different way. So you take one resource, study the notes properly, watch the videos, solve the MCQs, and that will be enough.
Okay, so let's have a quick shout out for your juniors, especially in your university. I mean, what would your recommendation to them would be? I mean, I would request you to rather call out the name of the university, and then especially, you might be having some favorite juniors, especially
Yes,
those who come up to you for advice, and they're always like, please tell me this, please tell me this, how should I approach it? So let's have a quick shout out, and I think we're gonna pump them up for their future preparation as well.
Yes, sir. So to all my juniors in Jiangsu University, I would advise you all to start preparation early, because it's highly recommended you go through all the normal videos first. Solve as many MCQs as possible, because in an MCQ based exam, the more MCQs you solve, the better you get at it. And always believe in yourself and in your capabilities. Even though pandemic is going on and you're having online classes, and there are many things which online classes cannot make up for. But with hard work and with sincerity, I believe everybody can crack this exam.
Okay, great. So especially when it comes to championship, there might be a possibility that one day you might be scoring lesser, and on one day your score would be excellent. So especially I've seen, when the score tends to go down, maybe you are having an off day. That day, I mean, the person's, I would say, confidence levels would go down. And the day you score well, obviously everybody would be super confident. So how did you actually manage that phase where you have self-doubt?
So, sir, I believe that instead of focusing on your achievements in a single day, keep a goal for, let's say, a week in 7 days. So you say that, okay, so if I solve Q bank, on an average, every week I have to get 70%. Someday you may get 60%, someday you may get 80%. But at the end of the week, if you achieve that goal, then you should feel proud. You may have bad days, you may have good days. So don't just focus on one day. You focus your performance over a period of time, and then you'll have a rough idea of your level.
Okay, so last 1 week of the exam, as we fast forward, I mean, what was your thought process 1 week before the exam?
1 week before the exam, my thought process was MCQs and treasures, because there's no time to look at the videos. Treasures contain the most important information and solve as many MCQs as possible.
Okay, great. And any special subjects that you would like to mention? I mean, one, I would like you to divide that into two. Once we always have a fear of a particular subject, like, it could be anything. And then one, we are always confident about a subject. So let's have your input about that per se when it comes to you. I mean, which were the ones that you were fearful of and which you were, confident about?
Yes, sir. So the subjects that I feared the most was PSM,
Data.
surgery, and microbiology, pathology, because basic sciences, actually being a fifth year student, it's you forget most of the things. I'm not.
Yes, absolutely.
It was really hard for me to revise the basic sciences. But the thing is, I believe fear of a particular subject arises when you don't understand it. But then when you have excellent faculties who are able to teach you difficult concepts using simple words, then I think that fear will diminish. In PrepLadder, you see excellent faculties. It's a collection of excellent faculties with the ability to teach and with long teaching experience spanning decades. So, if you are having fear in a particular subject or you're weak, watch the videos, and I'm sure if you try to understand, your fear will decrease.
That's great. That would an excellent message to everybody who's listening it out there, that you have to keep razor sharp focus as this young doctor, and you have to just ensure that the goals are met. It's the long-term goals that matter, and one-day performance does not really matter. So don't get bogged down. Just keep the tempo up and keep on doing questions on a regular basis, and you'll be through to the other side. So, Doc, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I would say that India's medical future is in great hands with respect to you doctors taking over the charge. And convey my regards to your parents as well for an excellent upbringing, excellent education that they provided to you. And now you are through on the other side. So I think the world is open. There's lots of opportunities that would be coming in your way, and you can pick and choose whatever that you would be comfortable with.
Yes, I am really blessed to have this day and these opportunities. And of course, during the COVID pandemic, it is our duty as the next generation of doctors to help the country and to help the society.
Great. So thank you, Doc, for coming over at a short notice, and we end this discussion here. It's been
Thank
nice.
You, doctor, for having me. It has been a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure is all mine. Take care. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, doctor. Bye-bye.
Bye.